Welcome to momedaram. In this video we will talk about list interface. List is a child interface of collection interface. So we have iterable interface. Collection is the sub interface of iterable interface, and list is the sub interface of collection interface. List interface represents an ordered or sequential collection of objects. That is, it follows insertion order. So when you insert the elements to the interface, this list interface, when you insert first element, it will be inserted at the first position. If you insert second element, it will be inserted at the second position. So the order of the elements follows insertion order. A list may contains duplicate elements. A list may contains duplicate elements. That is, a list can have same content or the same object can be repeated more than one time. That is, list can allow duplicate elements. A list may contains multiple null values. That is, multiple null elements. So if you ask someone what is list, we can say list follows insertion order and list allows duplicate elements. Elements of the list are ordered using zero based index. Elements is nothing but objects. So the objects of the list are ordered using zero based index. That means if you have any elements, consider A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, some list. So here we have some elements we have, some objects we are having. So first object will be stored at the 0th index. Second element will be first index. Third element will be second index, and so on. So elements of the list are ordered using zero based index. We can access the elements of list using an integer index. That means we can able to store the data or object using index. We can able to remove the data or objects using index. We can able to get the data also by using index. That is, elements can be inserted at a specified position using index. Elements can be removed from a specified position. So here index has the key role in the list. List interface extends collection interface. So all the methods of collection interface are inherited to the list interface. So whatever the methods are there for the collection interface, that all methods will be available in the list interface also. So we will see what are all the collection interfaces are there. Add. If you want to add any object to the collection, we will use add method. Add all. If you want to add the group of or collection of objects to the collection, then we will use add all method. If you want to remove an object, then we will use remove method. If you want to remove an list of objects or collection of objects, then we will use remove all method. Retain all method. If you want to remove all elements except the given list of elements, that time we will use retain all method. Clear method. If you want to remove all the elements, that time we will use clear method. Contains method. If you want to check whether an object is there or not, that time we will use contains method. If you want to check multiple elements or multiple objects or list of objects are there, that time we will use contains all method. If you want to check whether the collection object is empty or not, that means it is having any elements or not, that time we will use isEmpty method. If it is empty means there is no object available in the collection object, we can say. By using size method, we can able to know how many elements or how many objects are in the collection object. To array. By using this method, we can able to convert the collection object into the object type array. To array, another method. This is another method. By using this method, we can able to convert the given collection into the respected type of collection. If you want to convert it to the different type of collection, that type we will use this to array method. Iterator method. If you want to traverse the elements one by one, this method will be used. If you want to check the equality, that time we will use equals method. hash code method. This hash code method will returns the hash code value for the specified object or the specified collection. So these are all the 15 methods are available for collection interface. All these methods will be available in the list interface also. If you see, all these methods are talking about add, remove, it is checking empty or size, these kind of conversions like array to array, this is talking about, but it is not talking about retrieval the data. Because why it is not talking about retrieval the data? This collection interface, there is no direct implementation is there, that is the reason it is not talking about retrieval. Now let us see list interface methods. So whatever the collection interface method 15 methods are there, it will be available in the list interface also. Even though that many methods are there, again this in list interface has some other methods. Let us see them. Add method. So in the earlier we have seen, if you want to add any element, if you want to add any object, we have add method. But here this add method is, if you want to add the element or object at the specified index, that time we will use this method. Inserts or add passed element at the specified index. So if you want to add the element or object at the specified index, that time we will use this list interface method, that is add method. Add all method. This add all method, what it will do, it will insert the specified all elements at the specified position in the list. So we can able to insert the list or collection of objects at the specified index position by using add all method. Next is remove method. In the collection interface also remove method is there, but that method what it will do, it will accept the argument as object. Consider a scenario, if the collection object has two or more duplicate elements. By using collection interface method, it will be removed first occurrence of the object. By using this remove method, what we can able to remove, we can able to remove the object at the specified index. Removes an element at the specified index. Index of, if we wants to know the index position of the object, that time we will use this index of method. So it returns an index of first occurrence of passed object. List allows duplicate elements. So if your list has same object more than one time, that time by using this index of method, what it will do, it will give the index, the element which is occurred at the first place. Last index of object. This method what it will do, it returns an index of last occurrence of the passed object. Next method is list iterator. If you wants to iterate like one by one, if you wants to traverse the objects one by one, that time we will use this list iterator method. The next another method is list iterator of int index. By using this method also we can able to iterate the elements one by one at the specified position. From the specified position we can say, returns a list iterator over the elements of this list starting from the specified index. The next method is sublist method. By using this method we can able to get the sublist. For example, if you have a list has 10 elements, and if you wants to get the from index to 2 index, like on sublist, that time we will use this sublist method. Returns a sublist of this list starting from index to index. Next method is get method. This method returns an element at the specified position. If you want to get that element or object at the specified index, that time we will use this get method. By seeing this, we understand that index has key role in this list interface. So list interface has 9 methods, that is add, add all, remove, index of, last index of, list iterator of index, sublist and get. The next, we know iterable is an interface and collection is a sub interface of iterable. List is a sub interface of collection interface. As we know, for collection interface there is no direct implementations. but whatever the sub interfaces are there for collection interface, that sub interfaces has implementation classes. So for list interface there are some implementation classes are there. In that, most commonly used and most important implementation classes are array list, linked list, vector. These three are most important implementation classes for this list interface. In the coming sessions, we will talk about this all implementation classes one by one. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.